Hello and welcome back to The Porch with Carrie Berry. Today I just wanted to talk about a book that I am currently rereading. I remember reading this book when I was a young woman, and I remember reading it, and something about this book, this is Joyce Meyer's Healing the Soul of a Woman. And I remember reading it and feeling annoyed almost by Joyce Meyer's. But now that I'm rereading it as a grown woman in her 40s, I feel like I understand it so much more at this point in my life. And I remember when I was young and 20, trying to read the book, I remember being, something in my spirit was annoyed. But I understand now why. It was because I was not able to understand and relate with the soul of a woman. Because when I was reading it, I had still never done anything yet in my life. At the time, I had been hurt by my father, which is why I felt like I needed to heal my emotional wounds. I had only been hurt by other people at my life. I had never done anything yet. I had never done anything bad. I had really never even sinned at this point in my life. I was so young and naive, I guess, in my walk with God. And it was a different time. And now I've on the other side of this world, it's I went out, I walked away from God, I lived my life, I did not so great things. I did a lot of bad things. And this past Sunday, I went to church for the first time in I want to say at least 4 or 5 years. And when I walked away completely. I didn't even believe in God anymore. I just questioned everything. I wasn't sure if reality existed. I was just I don't even know if I'm real anymore. We were gone. And then I came back to church Sunday, and I gave my heart back to God, and I said all the prayers, and the pastor's wife was praying for me at the end of the night, and she said to me, she could feel the shame that I've been carrying on my life. And there was a lot of shame I had. It was heavy. And I had been holding on to it, not wanting to let it go. And not knowing how. I think at some point you go so far away, you don't know how to just let go of it sometimes. And she said that God was those wasted years. She's you're worried about the wasted years. She's God, you're gonna come back, and it's gonna be like you didn't walk away. He's gonna refill those years that you lost. It's gonna be like nothing ever happened. So, and then I started reading this book Sunday after I got home, and rereading it, I remember reading it before when I was younger, and I remembered wanting to get something out of this book and feeling like I was missing something. I'm reading it and I'm I'm not getting it. Have you ever read something and you're just I'm not getting it though. I want to get it. I so badly wanted to be this woman. And I sensed this woman, I could see her almost, and I wanted to be this woman, and I didn't know how, I didn't understand what it was I was missing. And now, as a 41-year-old woman, coming back to the Lord after walking away and not being, I understand now. I needed to experience the pain, and I had to experience what Eve had done. I didn't understand how Eve could do what she did in the garden, which is what she talks about in the beginning of this book. A lot is about Eve. So that was why I was stuck on the Eve part. I didn't understand, how could Eve eat the tree? And I didn't understand the soul of a woman. That depth there was death there. And at my young age, I didn't understand the death of a woman's soul. I didn't understand it. I couldn't get it because I hadn't experienced it yet. And it's like, we have to go through things sometimes to even understand it. And it's like, I had to go through these things. I wouldn't be the person I am today if I hadn't went through these things. And I believe God meant for me to read this book in my 20s so that I could see that, so that when I reread this book in my 40s, I would understand that, and I would be able to look back and say, oh, I remember that book. Oh, I have grown. Like, I understand now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to be, it's like almost like he wanted me to have that vindication. It's not the right, validation is the word I'm looking for. I needed that validation to know, like, I might have lost a lot of years, but he's going to repay them. It's going to be like I came back to God and it's like I didn't miss a beat. You know what I mean? Like, we're just like, it's like I've been here, like he's been here all along. Excuse me. So, I'm really excited for this. So if you guys are in whatever stages you're in of your healing journeys, think back to some books that you read when you were younger that you might want to reread. And it's kind of fun. I actually started ordering online, like old childhood books that I remembered reading. So maybe we'll read those on here sometime. But yeah, definitely encourage you guys to do some reading, and it's always a good spot to start. And I think I'll wrap this video up. Thank you.